Steph, when you get production like that out of Brandon and out of Kuminga, what does that do to the ceiling of this team?
I mean, we'll find out. We love seeing those guys, play confidently, make plays, shoot the ball, be aggressive, have a presence on defense. You look at a game like this where BP is just on fire in the first half, taking shots that he's stepping into, he knows he can make, and he's just, making his presence felt. JK was so decisive on both ends. When he had a lane, he took it to the basket. If he didn't, he was moving it. Open guy. So that's our offense. It's our whole team. Jimmy's done a great job elevating our whole team, but I think he's instilled confidence in all those guys to just be themselves.
What were some things that you liked the most about this trip?
I mean, we got some wins. It was a rough start. Who we go, 4-2?
4-2, yeah.
Obviously rough start in the first two. Close out the rest of these games. I think we got better each game. And took advantage of opportunities to give ourselves a good chance down the stretch to, I don't know how far we can climb, but just to, we just want to guarantee a playoff series, and we got work to do, but we're in good shape.
When you take into account his effort defensively and then also what he did on offense, passing the ball, scoring, obviously, was this the best game you've ever seen JK play?
I think we need to kind of just let this guy play basketball. We don't have to have a declaration after every game. We don't have to be in a situation where we're judging every minute he's out there. I understand he's the next in line to, come into his own as an NBA player. But, God, I wish my fourth year was it the greatest game ever? Was it a bad game ever? How was his rotation? Like, he's figuring it out. If we're going to win at the highest level, he has to be a part of it. So keep doing what he's doing.
Steph, sorry if this was asked earlier. You saw you took a spill and you were grabbing your tailbone. How does it feel? Obviously, you were able to finish.
Yeah, the pad helped. I slid across and it got exposed a little bit, but I was able to finish, and I don't think it'll be a problem. It's just the question of how long I need to wear that thing. It'll be pretty much the rest of the year.
Steph, one of your favorite things this time of year is to say, you always like to say, you just want a chance. You guys just want to be involved in the playoffs and just have a chance to go get your fifth ring. With Jimmy, with the way the young guys like Kuminga and Brandon's playing, mentality-wise, the starter franchise player, how do you feel like your chances are this year to try to get that fifth ring?
Step one is get a playoff series. Step two is to try to win 4 games and then figure it out from there. So where we were 2 months ago, 11th seed, and really struggling to find an identity, that's where that kind of comment comes out, because the way that we're playing right now is reflective of what Jimmy's brought to us, but to the question of BP, Moses, JK, Looney, Gee, Buddy, everybody, QP who's in the rotation and really helping us. All those guys are understanding what winning basketball is and how it doesn't matter what it looks like, just compete, have confidence when you're out there on the floor. And I think we've understood with a shorter rotation and more consistent rotation that we, how the pieces fit. So it's, again, a lot of work to do, but I like where we're at right now.
Hey, Steph, after the trade went down, besides just relying on your guys' talent, what do you think you and Jimmy did to make the chemistry as good as it can be?
I wish I had something sexier to tell you other than we just play basketball. It wasn't really hard. Styles are very complementary. It's interesting. You learn somebody who you watched from afar, played against for a long time. You understand why they've won and how they've elevated teams everywhere they've been. It doesn't matter what the stat sheet looks like. He's such a connector and has an amazing presence on both ends of the floor, makes the right play. And the vibe of what our team is right now is not what he's done. Not only what he's done for me, Draymond, in terms of a superstar doing what he does, but he's elevated everybody else, and that's a big deal.
Steph, what's one thing that you've kind of learned since being teammates with Jimmy, and also whether it's on or off the court, and then also how have you seen him affect the identity of the team, as you kind of mentioned earlier?
I know he's had a wild year, how it started and where it is now, but when he's, as he said, got his joy, and when he's playing motivated basketball, he's a dog. And that point of it, it can look a lot of different ways from game to game. I mean, it's just a matter of what it takes to win. And I think he's so comfortable in that space, and it's been fun, just trying to figure it out on the fly. This is, the trade just increases the sense of urgency, and it also has been great watching, just the chemistry off the court, and we're all so different, but we have a good time. I'm not sure.
Steph, back here. So basketball careers are finite, and with you having the outburst in Memphis and then tonight, what does that
The what?
the outbursts that you had, like the 52-point
Oh,
outburst?
my bad.
Yeah.
I
All
heard something
good.
different. But keep going.
All good. But when it comes to those kind of games, what does that tell you about yourself? Does it tell you I can keep going for another 4 or 5 years, maybe even 10? Or is it just one of those things where you're just living in the moment and just kind of taking it as it comes?
B. The second part. That is how I live, for sure. Just enjoying myself.
Any more outbursts?
That part.
Scoring out.
That was nice. I know. I thought I was like,
Last one.
thought I did something.
Hi, Steph. I think you're kind of used to wherever you go, people are giving you MVP chances. But being in the Lakers arena tonight, and this is like a very important game, do you even realize that? And can you share some thoughts when you were standing in the line, at the line in the last minute, and the arena was going crazy and giving you all these MVP chances?
I appreciate the way our fans travel. Obviously, the Bay Area, all Dub Nation, SoCal things. It's in every sport. It's a vibe for sure. You love the competitiveness on the court and in the stands. I remember my first couple years when we used to chant BLA in the Bay at Oracle, but the Laker fans were way louder when Kobe came in. So it's kind of a weird dynamic seeing the one side of it, seeing what it is now. It's sports. It's fun. We embrace it all.
NBA basketball is not that common. I mean, I'm from Germany. In Europe, it's very common in soccer games that you have these two sides. And normally you don't have that much, so it's pretty crazy to see how they record live.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about. I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but fan engagement, viewership in the league, and all that type of stuff. Like when you get in an arena like this, basketball's in a very good place because of that. So I love playing. I love the atmosphere. Watching this game tonight, hopefully it was entertaining across the board. Like basketball's in a really good place.
Terrific. Thank you. Appreciate it.